Good morning and good afternoon, and welcome to the 2020 Torch Relay for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. We are very excited to have you here with us today to kick off this year's journey to support local CMN hospitals from coast to coast. My name is Scott Wise, and I'm very excited to be broadcasting to you live from my local CMN hospital, Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital, right here in Orlando, Florida. This incredible medical center is one of 170 CMN hospitals in the U.S. and Canada that help over 32 million kids and families each year. It is also our home hospital for the event, and one of over 24 CMN hospitals that benefits from the funds that you raise through the Torch Relay each fall. You know, since 2002, each of you have raised an astonishing $17 million for local CMN hospitals. Much of it was 1 mile, $1 at a time. Those funds have supported life-saving medical care, purchases of cutting-edge equipment, groundbreaking research, and have helped to fund signature programs like Child Life at CMN hospitals across the country. You know, in 2002, the unrestricted funds that you are raising for your local CMN hospital have never been more critical. These funds will help ensure that kids and families continue to benefit from all of the life-changing services that your local CMN hospital provides. As they say, kids can't wait when it comes to their medical care. You know, it goes without saying that 2020 has been a year like no other, full of challenges brought on by the pandemic. We also know that it has been a difficult year for so many in our Torch Relay family. For that, we are both humbled and incredibly grateful to see so many of our longtime friends participating with us again this fall. And for those that are new to the Torch Relay, welcome. Things are a little bit different this year, but we hope that you enjoy participating and, most importantly, enjoy being part of our Torch Relay community for years to come. So let's talk a few minutes about how things will be different for this year's event. In a typical year, the Torch Relay would be just about wrapping up its whirlwind tour of over 24 stops at events from coast to coast. Those of us on the volunteer Torch Relay team would have logged thousands of miles by now, helping to support the fun and unique local events that have become true hallmarks of the Torch Relay experience. The Torch Relay would have had events on beaches on the Atlantic, at beaches on the Pacific, across the Pacific in Maui, and in many, many cities in between. Along the way, we would have seen epic post-event barbecue competitions, costume contests, and examples of life-saving equipment purchased by the funds that each of you have raised. And most importantly, all of us would have heard incredible stories from dozens of families whose lives have been permanently impacted for the better by their local CMN hospital. So, of course, things are a little different in 2020, but we're going to make the best of it, and we have an exciting event planned for all of you, whether you're an 18-year veteran of the event or brand new to the Torch Relay. However, before I spend a few minutes talking about this year's event, we first want to share a very special message from a longtime sponsor and participant in the Torch Relay himself, David Marriott.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be kicking off the 2020 Coast to Coast Challenge, best known over the years as the Torch Relay, benefiting an organization I'm passionate about, the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. I'm David Marriott, and on behalf of Marriott International, I am thrilled to support this tremendous event once again. As a father of 4 and a family that has been both blessed by and deeply involved with Children's Hospital, particularly in the Washington, D.C. area, I cannot think of a more important organization to support. Our future as a nation rests in the hands of our children, and to be able to support those who are struggling with their health is a true privilege and honor. Back in 2002, a small group of Marriott associates started the Torch Relay with a true mile-by-mile walk, run, and bike event that took place between Miami and Orlando. Fast forward 18 years, many, many cities, and at least 100,000 miles traveled, it's great to know that $16.2 million has been raised to support the local children's hospitals along the way. The event has taken on a new virtual form this year, fitting with appropriate social distancing and keeping everyone safe. But I'm excited because it also means many more people can support their local CMN hospitals. Welcome to the 2020 Coast to Coast Challenge, and thank you for participating. Enjoy the relay weekend.
Thank you, David. And of course, thank you to Marriott International and Marriott Bonvoy for their long-standing support of the Torch Relay. So at this point, all of you have registered to participate, and we're excited to have you on board for our journey together. You should have also received an email to prompt you to download a brand new app that will be a key component of this year's event experience. If not, please visit our website at torch-relay.org to find out more information on how to download the app. Once you do so, just follow the instructions within the app to link your Torch Relay login and connected fitness devices like your Apple Watch, your Fitbit, etc. And then after that, literally every step that you take over the next 4 days will help the Torch Relay complete its 7,000-mile journey to support local CMN hospitals. Whether you walk, run, cycle, hike, swim, the miles will quickly add up to helping the Torch Relay complete its 2020 journey. Over the next 4 days, also make sure to follow our collective journey in the app, as we plan to have a few surprises for everyone along the way as well. We're really excited to bring our Torch Relay community together via this new technology, as we all help to support our local CMN hospitals. Throughout the weekend, stay connected with us via the app, via social media, for ongoing updates and details on exciting challenges. All registered participants will have a chance to win a ton of great prizes, including a 7-night luxury resort vacation with airfare. Also, make sure to tune in for a live event update on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern and an online trivia contest at 6 p.m. on Saturday. If you're good at trivia, I promise you'll want to tune in on Saturday, as great prizes will be available. Finally, as we wrap up the weekend, please tune in for this year's closing ceremony on Sunday at 7 p.m. The closing event will feature all of you, so please make sure to post videos and photos on Facebook and Instagram, #CMNTorchRelay. And don't forget, while the Coast to Coast Challenge runs through this weekend, you can fundraise for your local CMN hospital all the way through December 31st. Please continue to help us maximize our impact for kids and families in local communities as we all look to close out 2020. So, before we welcome our Miracle family to officially kick off this year's event, I'd also like to take a moment to thank another group that continues to be here for us year after year after year, and that's our event sponsors. In 2020, we are excited to welcome back our family of sponsors who continue to make this event possible. You know, while we're an all-volunteer event, there are still expenses to cover, and our sponsors are the ones that make this journey possible for families and kids each and every year. So, once again, on behalf of the Torch Relay, all the kids and families and hospitals that benefit from this event, I'd like to thank Marriott Bonvoy, Visa, Marriott Vacations Worldwide, Enterprise Alamo and National, CDW, World Design Marketing, and the Torch Relay, and the Duck Race for the Torch Relay. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. I also want to welcome back and thank our incredible torchbearers who are participating once again in this year's event. In 2019, get this group raised over $275,000 for their local CMN hospitals. And we're incredibly grateful and excited to have so many of our torchbearers back and participating with us once again this year. The dedication of our torchbearers to kids and families in their community is truly remarkable, and we thank each and every one of you. So, the time has officially come to kick off our 2020 event. To help us do that, I'd like to welcome Rebecca Nantis, a friend of mine and a longtime friend of the Torch Relay, to share a few words and introduce our special guest to you all today. Rebecca leads our CMN Hospitals team right here in Central Florida, and she is certainly very familiar with the tremendous impact that each of you have made for kids and families through this event. So with that, I'd like to welcome Rebecca.
Thank you, Scott.
All right, so before you get started, I do want to ask you one question.
Yes.
You've been involved with the Torch Relay for many, many years. Mm-hmm. So what is your favorite Torch Relay memory from the years?
Had to start it off with a really hard one. Like you said, Torch Relay, been involved for many, many years now, and it's hard to pick just one memory, but I have to say that all of my favorite memories really have to do with our patient families connecting with the participants. Every year they're out there, they're on the course, cheering them on, they're giving high fives and handing out medals at the finish line. They're doing the cha-cha slide and, even participating in the fun contest that we have, like the push-up contest we did several years ago. And so it's just really neat to see how much the kids love coming out to the event, the warm welcome they get from everybody. And it's really special. All of our families, they are so grateful for the love and support that they receive from Marriott and Marriott Vacations Worldwide Associates. And it just makes, us one big family. We watch these kids grow up throughout the years, and, they really understand the impact and the magnitude of what your support through events like this does for kids like them. And so as these kids are growing up, they are now wanting to have an impact on kids in the hospital, and they're finding ways to fundraise. And so when you just look at all those things together, it's just, one big family that we've become over the years, and just so many beautiful memories.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
Well, the Torch Relay, for Children's Miracle Network and Marriott Vacation Club Associates have really had a tremendous impact on the care that we provide here at Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children. We've been able to open up our Level 1 Trauma Center. It's the only Level 1 Trauma Center in Central Florida. We've expanded our neonatal intensive care unit a couple times, now being one of the largest NICUs in the entire country. We've expanded our fleet of mobile intensive care units, expanding our reach to kids in the community. We've been able to purchase life-saving medical equipment to help save lives. We have started a fetal surgery program, now the only one in the state of Florida. And we've even helped to bring on a full-time certified teacher. So for kids that are in our hospital, have those extended stays, they can still get that educational support they need while they're here with us. And so, that really just kind of skims the top of the incredible support and advancements that have been made possible because of the support of events like Torch Relay to help us bring us to the hospital that we are today. I know you said that this year has been a challenge. It certainly has been a challenge for all of us. And in years like this, we're reminded that nothing, is ever promised and that the future is unknown. But the one constant that has remained is the family of support that we all have in each other. And we know that together anything is possible. So I think that that's just something that's really special, a true testament to the relationships that we built over the years. And everybody that's participating across the country, we're here for one reason. It's to make a difference in the lives of kids each and every day. It's about helping that child ring the bell after their last chemo treatment. It's about helping a family that has spent months in the NICU being able to take their baby home after a long stay. It's about a child that learns how to walk after an accident. It's about a patient that receives that life-saving surgery and is here with us. And these are the kids then that are 5 years old and get to go to kindergarten, and the teenagers that get to go to prom, and the college students that get to graduate and get their dream job. These are the futures we're all helping change together, and it's really because we have a team of heroes like all the participants that are joining us this weekend together to really make a difference for the kids. So we are so grateful for that support. Everything we do is for the kids, for the families, and for our communities. And I'm really excited to share and introduce a very special guest that we have with us here today. Her name is Lauren. She is our 2020 Children's Miracle Network champion for Orlando Health Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children. Lauren and her family have been a part of Torch Relay for many years, always loves coming out, so she is super excited to be here with us today with her mom, Melanie, and share a little bit of their journey. So I'm going to invite them to come on up here with us.
All right, hello everyone. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here today and to represent all of the patients and families, not only here at Arnold Palmer Hospital, but across the country at all of the other CMN hospitals. It is a pleasure and a blessing for us to be able to be standing here today. Like Rebecca said, our family has been a part of Torch Relay for several years now, and it's been so heartwarming to be able to say thank you to just a few of you out there who we have seen throughout the years, and sometimes we've seen you year after year after year, and you continue to support CMN and kids like Lauren. One of the best things that I remember from Torch Relay is when we were standing out on the sidewalk with posters here in Orlando, cheering people on as they passed us running or walking one year, right? That was one of the best memories I have from Torch Relay. And to tell you a little bit about why we are a miracle family, Lauren is a happy, heart-healthy 9-year-old kid today. But she was born in 2011, and by all accounts, we thought she was a healthy baby. She was born pink, and she was born crying, just like you expect a newborn to be. And thanks to the testing by Winnie Palmer Hospital here, one of the tests that they did on Lauren as a newborn was called a pulse ox screen. And that's when they put the little thing on your finger when you go to the doctor, and it tests the oxygen level in your blood. And the baseline score for a newborn is 95. Lauren scored a 94, so she scored 1 point below the baseline. But because she was below the baseline, it required an echocardiogram. The first echocardiogram pictures were blurry, so they pulse ox tested Lauren again. She scored a 96, so they started the process to discharge us. But thankfully, they chose to do a second echocardiogram because those first pictures were blurry, and the second pictures were clear, and it showed that she had a congenital heart defect. The type of congenital heart defect that's called a blue baby heart defect. She had total anomalous pulmonary vein return. But for Lauren, that meant that the veins that should reroute back to the left side of your heart, for Lauren, they went down into her abdomen instead. So instead of us being discharged, we just walked across the bridge. We didn't have to get on a plane. We didn't have to take a long car ride. We just walked across the bridge from Winnie Palmer Hospital to Arnold Palmer Hospital. And at 3 days old, Lauren had open heart surgery to repair the heart defect. And hopefully, she is a one and done type of heart surgery kiddo. Hopefully, that is the one surgery she will have, and she won't have to have any more. But for you here in the room today, you can see she's a happy, healthy heart kiddo. We just went to the Heart Center 3 months ago, and she's doing great, no problems, and they'll see us in 3 years. So I can't say thank you enough for all of you who take that time and that extra effort to participate in Torch Relay. Because for you all that can see Lauren, you wouldn't know that she's gone through what she's gone through.
Hello. I'm Lauren.
But for myself and my husband, who have walked that walk and have so many memories, for you all who are participating in Torch Relay and you don't even know us, you may not have met us, or you may have met us on chance. For you to take that step to participate and raise funds for families like ours and kids like Lauren, it means so much to me and to my husband and to our family, because we get to watch Lauren grow up, and the sky's the limit for her. So I thank you so much from me, from Lauren, from my husband who can't be here today, for taking the time and the effort to raise funds for Children's Miracle Network. So thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Fantastic. Thank you, Melanie and Lauren. Oh, Lauren, you're not done yet. Come on back in. Come on back in. Thank you for sharing your story. I think it's official. Next year, Lauren's going to be hosting the kickoff, right? I think we got you recruited. So the weather here in Central Florida has kept us inside today. A little thing called a tropical storm passed through. However, we have another plan to kick off this event. So through the miracle of live television, we're going to go ahead and pass the torch to Lauren. And Lauren is going to take the first steps of the 2020 Torch Relay for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. All right, Lauren, take those first steps. Ready to go?
Yeah!
All right, fantastic. Awesome. Well, with that, the 2020 Torch Relay for CMN is officially underway. And I'd like to thank you all for joining us this afternoon. But honestly, most importantly, thank you all for supporting the kids and families like Melanie, like Lauren, that are served by your local CMN hospital. Have a great weekend. Good luck. And remember, keep those photos coming to us, those photos and videos in throughout the weekend, so we can feature them on Sunday during the closing ceremonies. # CMN Torch Relay. See you all later on this weekend, and thank you again for supporting CMN Hospitals.
She took the midnight train going in.